I'm Mike Ellard from Rescue Mission Software, and let's see, the last session was on venture capital, and the basic idea is that if you can get millions of users to spend millions of minutes using your product, then people will give you lots of money.
Okay, so do you have any advice for indie developers? What are the top 3 things they should do to succeed in the iTunes Store? App Store?
Write great, simple apps that have a clear focus.
So that's one tip? That's
one thing? Well, I thought it was great, simple, and clear focus.
Okay. So that's thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Go.
Okay. I'm John Libby with MobilityWare. We do casual apps for the iPhone and iPad. The iPadDev camp here just came out of a keynote session this morning. I think the key takeaway is that the iPad really is going to be a revolutionary device. We've just begun to see what kind of apps are coming out for it, and there's a lot of opportunity for everyone to do good things. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, start.
Hello, my name is Jay Freeman, aka Sork. I'm that guy who does all the jailbroken iPhone development. So I was asked in order to say things that I think would benefit independent developers in order to do well in the mobile application marketplace that is the iTunes App Store. And the main takeaway that I would like to give you is to not rely on Apple to do all of your marketing for you. A lot of developers have the impression that the the iTunes App Store is a way for them to get promotion and distribution and a way for users to see their app. But in fact, the iTunes App Store is just a large cluttered mess of a large number of applications. What you really need to be concentrating on is either that kind of quality that lets you become an Apple staff pick, or trying to get access to blogs and magazines. And while some people succeed in getting on some blogs, they seem very excited, it's really important to make that an organized strategy. Actually talk to a PR company. Have somebody on staff whose goal it is to go off and really hype your application and set up organized campaigns. This is something that when I was involved in a game startup company a number of years ago, we had somebody, and it was really valuable. And despite the fact that we were kind of a no-name company, we got covered in all of the major magazines. We got a lot of excitement around our company, and that brought publishers money and things to the company. So just really, you need to take responsibility for your app success into your own hands and not pray to the altar of Apple.
That's okay. All you gotta do is
that's all.
Thank you. Okay.
Hey, I'm Cohen. I'm a community organizer. I've been involved in Apple and Macworld for a long time. I helped start the Berkeley Macintosh Users Group, BMUG, in 1984. And I've been involved in this world since, 79 or so. And I'm here for the networking, for the connections. I've come to iPadDev camp. I came to a couple of the iPhone dev camps because we're building something interesting. It feels a lot like a user group meeting or the Mac Hack. These camps where people get together and code and share and build resources. There's a real community going on here, and it's really exciting. I mean, both seeing my old friends, seeing people looping back into this world that have been away for a long time. One of my friends was a Mac developer. He went off, became a pastor of a church for 7 years after a couple advanced degrees, and now he's back into coding and development and finding new ways. Educational software is what he's up to. For me, why I'm here, I'm not really a coder, but I do a lot of work with co-housing and co-working, kind of getting people together to take care of each other in community and support each other, and I'm seeing there's a real need for applications that incorporate immersive education and collaborative decision making and project management. And I'm looking around to see is there something off the shelf that people could use, or are we going to have to develop it on our own? And who else could use and develop that, and who would be involved in developing it? So I've made some great connections here already. Folks I've known for a long time that I look forward to get together with, do some brainstorming, and just planted seeds of ideas around. Offer some inspiration to folks building a charger for classrooms, something that'll let you charge a whole classroom full of iPads at once. I reminded them, hey, make room for the skins. Make sure that you don't make it just to the iPad spec, because then people will have to take their skins off, and that'll get old really fast. So just generally share good ideas around. My role in life is generally a facilitator, a matchmaker, a connector. So I'm looking at how do I be effective at that. Community organizer is the title I like to use lately, but I'm having fun with it. There is one thing that, an overall theme I'm looking for. We were just playing with the Tilt application, which is the first app I bought for my iPad, and the only game I've downloaded. And it's got this environmental theme about being green, and sure, it's immersive, it's fun, but that's important. I came back to Macworld Expo 3 years ago, fresh from training with Al Gore on how to do his Inconvenient Truth climate change slideshow. And I looked around at Macworld Expo where the iPhone was coming out, and everybody was just kind of doing business as usual. And I'm like, hey guys, we're going to be underwater here with the global warming and the sea rising. What are we doing about it? And so I came up with a Green My Mac website, Green My iPhone, and now Green My iPad. And I'm looking to use the websites of that sort to highlight cool things that people are doing, apps out there, and campaigns that are about education, that are about connection, about exposing and reducing waste, and otherwise make it easier to be greener in our lives.
So what would you say are 3 factors for indie developers, to succeed in the
So for any developer to succeed in the App Store, write better descriptions. As I was browsing the store and trying to outfit my iPad with apps, I found it really obnoxious. Lots of descriptions that, the first line was just about referencing a version 3 times ago, and sure, hearing about the update is important, but most of the time, even after I click on more in the App Store, I have no idea what your app does, or what the key reasons I would want it, or what's exciting about it. Tell a story, communicate effectively, get help on that aspect. I think that'll really help. Collaborate with other developers and other apps. Don't just be me. We'll do it all. Come buy my app and nothing else. But cross-link and recommend. Build a network. The more you can be saying, yeah, my app does this, and this one over here does this and this, the more likely I am to buy one of those and not to skip it all altogether. So network and connect. Don't go it alone. Events like this, use it not just for coding, but for working with people, learning about other tools, and people will eventually come to trust you and come to you and your website as a source for information if you're seen as an expert, as a knowledgeable, reputable source of info, and not just driven by whatever referral fees you can get, but with solid information they can trust. That's important. Last tip, I guess. Have fun. The more your authenticity comes across, the more you're into it, enjoying it, and doing something not for the money, but for the love of it. I think that really comes across.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name is John Varghese. I am the CEO of lookitupforme.com. So that is lookitupforme.com. Here I'm at the iPad Developers Conference. It was a great experience the last two or 3 days. I had come here, decided I did not want to participate in the hackathon, but I got sucked into it anyway, and I have a pretty good chance of winning the PayPal challenge. Go ahead, ask me whatever question you want, Bob.
Yeah, so you've been here for the past 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So what would you say you learned from the sessions by meeting people in the past 3 days here?
A tremendous amount of information here. Now, I wanted to network with people. That was the main goal, and I have succeeded. I have been, in fact, overloaded with information. I've met so many people. You, for example, with your great success of the British accent application, I was able to demo my applications to many of the people here, and they all loved it. They gave me so many ideas on how I could, build on those applications to make other applications. You should go to lookitupforme.com and see the rest of my applications, mostly groceries and quizzes. It's fun for kids, fun for adults. You can learn a lot of stuff. At the iPad Developer Conference, I met a lot of people I wouldn't have met normally. I even got ideas like, I could go to other conventions that are not focused on iPhone or iPad, and then, offer my expertise to those people. I just want to be able to help everybody make their life successful, and I think it helped me a great deal to come here and do all that.
So you've been to the past iPhone dev camps, and how do you compare this iPadDev camp to your previous iPhone dev camps?
Yeah, I've been coming to the previous ones. Every year I notice that it gets better and better. The quality of the presentations improved. The ability